Hello everyone, how are you? I hope you're all doing excellent. I know I'm doing excellent.
I am too.
Jeff's here too. We're back with the right-hand drive FC. And I gotta say, I've been missing making videos in the hiatus while we're trying to figure out what to do with the burnt FC and finding the amazing deal to get this car. So we're ready to get cracking. Now, if you watched the last video, I went through and walked you through the good and the bad of the new FC. So what we want to do right now is fix some of those bad things using parts from the old FC and parts that we just have sitting in boxes, because if you've got an old car, I can highly recommend just constantly finding parts cars, part outs, and getting pieces you know are going to break and going to fail, like delicate interior pieces. So let me show you what we're working with. So all this spread right here is going to go on to the new FC. So what do we got? We got a few interior trim pieces that look a little better than what I've got. We've got this radio, which I'm really hoping works. It'd be so cool to get that. The stock plugs are still in there for the harness, so fingers crossed on that. We got the wing, because this wing is in pretty terrible condition. And we've got some mirrors. These mirrors are, I don't know what style they're after. I don't think they're genuine because the inside finish is like a...
You'll see all the fiberglass weave in there.
Yeah, fiberglass weave. And they look cool because they're the Ryusuke style mirrors, but they suck to drive with. And I'm...
They do. You can literally see like a couple inches.
Yeah. And they can be adjusted somehow in here, but it doesn't work that well. And I'm still getting used to driving with right-hand drive, and not being able to see much out of this side is not going well. We also have some power door switches, or power window switches, so hopefully those, when we get these working. And this window, after putting it up and down a few times, has come off its track. So we've got to take the door cards off for this project anyway. So hopefully I can get in there and fix that up. But I think that's about it. Ready to get cracking. Alright, so I got the first door card off. Some interesting things that I'm excited about. We have speakers, which is a good sign. And the speakers seem to have carryouts right over to these tweeters that are on top, which is really cool. And the second thing is, I was in my last video talking about how this blue and green wire in here looked exactly like the power door actuators that I had aftermarket on the other FC, and sure enough, here they are. It's installed here pretty janky with the zip ties or whatever. I'm not planning to address this tonight, but I am going to go ahead and try and switch out this power window switch with the USDM one that I have. And this should be the harness for the window motors, and there is the harness and controller in there, or excuse me, the mirror motors. So I'm really hoping that I can get this stuff functioning. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop these parts on, and then we'll see where we end up. So this is exciting already. So we're working on the door a little bit, and mostly successful. So we got the different mirror on. I love the way they look, and it's gonna be much more visibility. And set this, check that mirror, watch this. Oh my gosh, we have power mirrors. And put this back in track, realized it was missing a bolt, which is why it lost its center. But now we got our new power window switch. Damn! So hopefully these speakers are hooked up right and they work good. Not going to mess with this right now because the wire's already run out and I already know how it works, and I even have a control unit that's compatible, but it's mounted a little weird. But we'll see if it works or not later. Alright, so I just opened this door card. First of all, it's got the other side of the power lock, so it's the same exact system that I installed in my car, so who knows. But we got some JDM style receipts. I have no idea what these are for, but they're both, we got one for 2 charges, 350 yen. Looks like a date there. Looks like this car was driven as recently as, oh, I don't know, never mind, maybe it's not a date, but there's a telephone number, so we could call that. And then a washi bag, horizontal. Yeah, anyway, so that's cool. But we're about to do the same thing on this side. The big test that we can do right now is see if accessories on. Will this window go down? Well, so it's like I thought. Since this is a USDM switch, it's going to be switched for which one's passengers, which one's driver. But here we go. So
whatever's closer to you. Oh!
Yes!
I wonder if you can take that apart and just switch them.
No, I'm not going to mess with that.
So just remember, it's closest to you.
30-year-old switch, I'm just going to leave it. But I can, both windows will be working, so that's excellent. So we're already making a ton of progress. Now, let's switch out this mirror.
So one thing about these mirrors that we just spent some time researching is these are actually RE Amamiya mirrors.
Pull out of that so our RE Amamiya doesn't fall.
Yeah, I don't want Mr. Amamiya to fall here. So, I mean, like, what we were talking about, these are really cool mirrors, like they look great and everything, but the visibility is way too poor to use it on a daily driver.
Closest switch to you? I am Takashi Rusuke. Look at my mirrors. Hell yeah! It's like I'm from the future. And it works on both sides. Oh, that's awesome. And I'm and heck yeah. All right. So let's move into the center console because this thing's all kinds of effed.
It is, but good thing we got all the parts to fix it.
Sure do. What we're most excited for is testing to see if this old Pioneer unit works. So these two plugs are from the factory harness. So 1, 2. And I'm kind of encouraged by what we saw with the doors and the mirrors, that the wiring should be in place. The only thing I don't know about are these deals right here. But they're just spliced in. So, ready? Steady. I don't see anything. Is there an on or off? Well, dang it. I thought we were looking good, but I guess not. We're gonna put it in here anyway, because it's still possible we go to the fuse box and then there's a blown fuse, and we could do it that way, and it looks better than just the empty deal. So now we can switch out this broke, beat up little center console guy thing here with a nice, much better condition one. It is for a vert, so it has the headrest speakers and stuff, but we should be able to somehow transfer over this little coin holder into there, and then these should transfer over as well. Should pop out from the top. Yep. There's our fog light switch. Go right in there. Like so. And we have this cool
for the convertible top?
For the convertible top. Maybe we can't get that out. So, alright, we'll just leave this in here so we have something to look at until we figure out what we're going to put there. Maybe some cool controls, some aftermarket jazz, and yeah. So, we also have a slightly better condition armrest to put in here like that. So we'll get this screwed in, plonk those controls in, and then we'll move along. All right, so we got our center console in. We've got our, for no reason, vert headrest speaker controls, but we just tested our fog light switch and our mirror switch, and that still works, so that's excellent. Now,
Shift boot.
we got to put this on first.
Oh, that's going first.
Yep. So we'll throw this guy back on here. Gotta be careful of this weirdness. Alright, I'll pop these back in there. These aren't perfect, but they're the best ones we have right now. This whole thing needs to sit a little bit better. But we have a nice shift boot here. Let's see, do we need this? Let me throw it down here. Throw this on.
That looks so much better.
Yes, it does. Yep. Beautiful. And then we throw back on the cool trussed shift knob that came with the car.
The Desert Eagle style shape.
And that's cool. It's nice and weighted.
If you know why I like it, it feels exactly like the shift knob in the Speed 3 because it's
Yeah.
the shape and everything is weighted.
Yep. So we're already looking tons better. We got working power windows, working power mirrors. And we still got a few more pieces to throw in here. So let's keep going.
Yeah, I mean, just the center console, just like this, not broken anymore, fantastic.
Yep.
Leather covering this, fantastic. This filled in, fantastic. Dude,
We're getting there.
gee, you polishing a turd.
Polishing the turd. We got the wing off. It's kind of a tragedy under here. Looks like that wing either got damaged. What happens quite often is people pull on it because they think it opens the hatch and it really gets damaged.
Or they try to push on it, like push the car.
Yeah, if your rotary breaks down. And so it gets damaged, and to fix it, they like put different hardware in it, which was all jacked up, and then they, I think, had water coming in because there's some rust here. And so they put like, this is straight up like, I don't know, hot glue almost, or epoxy or something. So anyway, we're gonna get this off real quick, and we're gonna clean this area, and then put on our new shiny wing. Well, it's not new, but I refinished it a long time ago, and it looks a damn sight better than that other one did. So, always finding some new surprises so far tonight.
Time to get cleaning.
Jeff's finished up with some rubbing compound after we clean that surface. It's looking much, much better, so it should look much fresher and more beautiful when we put the wing on in just a minute here. It's gonna get loud. All right, and that wing looks much, much better. So, lots of little improvements tonight. Don't you think, Jeff?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So already, like, huge improvement over just having her for like basically 24 hours. You gonna stay? We'll work on that too. But we're gonna go ahead and call it a night for tonight, and then basically get the car outside in the sun, a little better light to show all of you how it looks, because it's a little hard to see right now, obviously. And then that'll probably be it until we get some tires on the old set of wheels, and we'll swap the suspension over as well. And when we take the wheels off this thing, we can figure out what suspension it actually has, which will be kind of cool. The suspension is noisy, and it's just from riding around for one day, I can tell it's not as good as the Fortunato, so I definitely want to switch it, but it might be decent suspension.
Perhaps another giveaway.
Could be.
We could also put that front lip on sometime.
Yeah, not tonight though. We'll see you guys in the morning. All right, so I'm back the next day as promised. Gave her a little bath. She's looking real good. Give you a little quick outside walk around. See, the wing looks so much better. And also, some people were asking why in the first video title I put GTR. Was it just for clickbait? And the truth is, mostly it was. But this is, what's that? Oh, it just wipes off. The truth is, this is an RX7 GTR. It's debadged, but the GTR trim in Japan is the lower. There's a GTR and a GTX. GTX comes with all the luxury options, and this is the GTR. So anyway, that's what that is. Let's take a shot of the interior from here with some nice light. So as you can see, it's looking much, much better. Pretty minty in here. Just a few things I need to fix on the dash. Not sure if I'm going to pull it out and do that yet, or if I'm going to go ahead and just do it with it in the car, because I don't want to break too much stuff. All this stuff is pretty fragile now at its age, so something to consider. But anyways, that's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you for sticking around while we start putting this FC into the spec that we really like. Stay tuned for work on this FC, the other FC, Jeff's Z, and more cars to come. Remember, be kind to each other out there, and when they ask you, tell them you want more.